Most of the things that I've ever done in my life, I just basically fell into. And that's fine. I mean, it's not like I'm not like a strategic person, but I do find strategy in partnering with the right people and working alongside either the brainiacs or the people that are extreme risk takers. Dustin just happens to be both. In my early days of military contracting, I fell into that because my cousin was very much the risk taker, but he had been an ex-military guy and he wanted to make a difference in the land of a lot of not so great military contractors. I was a sophomore in college and I was just helping him do general task things while still trying to put myself through the rest of my schooling.
Can you explain, before you go on, what that entails? Like, what is military contracting? What sort of work is that?
Okay, so the ugly term of it is... Are you
a mercenary?
Yeah, the ugly term of it is that. So if you've heard of Blackwater, you've heard of the multitude of companies that prior to Bush era, but that was when it got ugly.
Halliburton.
Yeah, exactly. The government outsources a lot of its work because if they go into a large theater or a large country and needs to operate, they cannot do so just with the military individuals that they have active duty, if you will, or for that matter, anything in the rear as well, because there's a multitude of people here. So they outsource, and that can be anything under the sun that is necessary to set up an operational force in country, or analytics, or even all the way down to building things, putting out fires, cooking, you name it. Like they're doing all of that in places that are, you're housing thousands of people. So my cousin was focused very much on language. He was an Arabic interpreter. He had learned that language, and then he was partnering with some guys who's a special forces guy. And they saw a huge need for linguists, people translating Pashtun or Arabic and this relative countries that they were in. And he was actually recruited to manage those linguists on the ground and was watching how those language interpreters from the United States were being treated. And he didn't like it, and neither did his partner. And I'm probably butchering their startup story, but they just wanted to do it better. And they found a way to recruit linguists more efficiently at a better quality. And that was a massive military contract that he won. I was probably still a junior in college at the time he won it. And the company went from like 6 people to 300 in the States, and went from probably 100 in theater to thousands. And all of a sudden I'm watching, everything grow around us. And I'm just, I'm the IT guy. Like I'm just trying to solve everybody's problems on that side of it, but also learning a ton. I mean, getting a top secret clearance and doing all these things that I never dreamed of doing, but I was only dreaming of it in college, of just sitting there learning how to do it. I was a poli-sci major, and I ended up doing some security and intelligence major, and I wanted to actually be in the agencies. So that's like the long and short of what a contractor does, but there's so many facets of contracting that I was only in this tiny little niche. So no, Benny, not a mercenary, though I felt like it sometimes.
But did you blow up all the linguists after you were done so that they can hire you again to send more linguists in like Halliburton?